Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is from wherever it is you're tuning in from. Today we're going to be continuing our 10 days of Air Jordan series to align with the monthly theme on the channel. And the shoe we've got today is another fairly recent release. It is a super fresh rendition of the Jordan 11 Low, and it's in Legend Blue. If you get anything out of the video, which I really hope you do, make sure you find and smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell button while you're there, just so you get a notification every time I upload a new video and there's something waiting for you to be watched. And comment if you've got anything to say. I will respond. Also, I've got an Instagram page. Head on over there, check it out, give us a follow. There you're going to find a bunch of photos of shoes. Pretty much exclusively shoes. I'm super excited to break this shoe down and take a look at how they look on feet. But before we do that, let's go through a bit of the history on the Jordan 11. And this guy was first released in 1995. It was released both in a low and a mid, and back then the low actually retailed for less than the mid. I don't think that's the case today. I can't quite remember how much I paid for my Jordan 11 Mid Jubilees that were released late last year. But for reference, these were 260 Australian dollars. And that pretty much aligns to most Jordan releases, especially from the 3 onwards. The interesting thing about the Jordan 11 is while it seems like that there isn't a whole heap going on in the upper, this was pretty revolutionary back in its day, both for the choice of materials and also for the tech that it introduced underfoot. If we look at materials first, this was, I believe, the first ever basketball shoe that, well, performance basketball shoe anyway, that used the patent leather in the upper. Now that was, I think, mainly because the patent leather can tend to be quite firm and difficult to work with and might take a little bit more time to soften. I don't know exactly, but if anyone out there does know, feel free to clarify it in the comments below. But trust that it was the first model to use those type of materials in the upper. Taking a look at the tech that this guy had underfoot, and what we had was a full-length Phylon midsole, a full-length air unit, and then on top of that, or underneath that, no, well, it depends how you look at it. But in addition to that, it also had a full-length carbon fiber plate. It looks really good, but I can imagine would have been super beastly on the court as well. Let's break the shoe down, starting with the outsole. If you think about the outsole being a couple of different layers, what we've got underneath all of the rubbers is a carbon fiber plate that runs the whole length of the shoe. And because what we've got on the outsole as far as rubber coverage goes is a combination of translucent and black rubber, you can really see that carbon fiber plate through the translucent parts of the outsole, and that looks really cool. In the center, we've also got a Jumpman logo done in white, in this particular colorway at least. And for the translucent part of the outsole, we've got kind of like a wavy type of design. In the splash on the forefoot, we've got black rubber that's finished in a herringbone pattern. Then we've got a U shape in the heel that's also done in black rubber with a herringbone pattern. I think it looks awesome as far as outsoles go, works just as you would need it to for lifestyle wear, and like I said earlier, I can totally imagine this being a real beast on court. Moving into the outsole, and what we've got going on here is predominantly this clear white midsole, and then you've got parts of that translucent outsole running up into the midsole area, both around the toe cap, but then also around different parts of the forefoot and heel. The translucent part of the midsole is a really light blue and looks awesome against the white. Just above that white midsole, what we've got is patent leather that wraps the bottom layer of the entire shoe. So we've got that covering the toe cap, the midfoot, wrapping around the heel as well. And then we've got a white leather upper around the rest of the shoe. That's finished off with some white textile lace straps, and there's 4 of those that run, well there's 5 actually, that run either side of the shoe. The lining is done in black and is just an awesome contrast against the white and the blue pops, as small as those blue pops are. A white tongue with a black backing that is padded and super comfortable. Then at the tongue you've got a strip that comes halfway down the tongue done in a UNC blue, and then a little Jumpman logo at the back of the heel done in that UNC blue. I'm pretty sure it's UNC blue because UNC blue seems to be the colour of the year. Finishing off the package, you've got these white puffy laces. Unlike the Jordan 11 Comfort Low, from a sizing perspective, I would recommend going true to size in this guy. I have done a video on the Jordan 11 Comfort Low, and in that video I don't think I really touched on sizing, but for that particular shoe you could really go half size down. There's a lot of room in there, not uncomfortably so, but if you went true to size you might find it a little bit loose. This guy doesn't fit like that. I'd recommend going true to size. At least I find for my foot it is really comfortable, and I think that's enough talking. Let's take a look at how they look on feet. There you have it guys, that's my look at the Jordan 11 Low in Legend Blue. Super fresh. If you live in a warmer climate and you still have access to this sneaker, go out and grab it. I can guarantee you would get a bucket load of use out of it. Even if you're not in a warmer climate and you can get it, I'd recommend it. It looks awesome. I'm really interested in your thoughts. If you've got this, you don't have it, you've got an alternate view, leave it down in the comments below. But until the next video, laters.